Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I just want to remind you that study hall is on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3:15 to 4:15. Okay, I agree with you. We need to be on the same page. I want to get him graduated. That's what I'm concerned about the most, him graduating. Okay, all right, have a great day. Welcome to another edition of the Gator Review. It's good to have you here with us. Usually we're excited and we're full of energy, but today we want to tone it down a little bit and talk about something I'm very passionate about. Education. It's very unfortunate to me when I look at the statistics. These are statistics I have on every last one of our players. I have all the FCAT grades dating back to when they were in the 3rd grade. And it's very upsetting, not just in our school, but in our district and in our state. So many of our players are having trouble in the classroom. And I feel if they don't do well in the classroom, I'm partially to blame. I want them to do so well on the football field. I'm so concerned about that. But I need to be just as concerned about the classroom. So what we do here, we try to give them a great educational experience. And the reason I want to talk about that today is because people are excited about us signing 18 young men on signing day. Well, this is only my 2nd year here. By my 4th year, when the first class that I had graduates, our goal is that 100% graduate from high school. Our #1 goal is not that we'll win a state championship. I won one in college. I won a national championship, 31 games in a row. But if I didn't get an education, it wouldn't matter. This ring can't help me get a job. But the diploma that I have, it helps me get jobs. It helps me have a better quality of life. And so I was blessed to have 2 great parents, but neither one of them graduated from high school. And they pushed me, not just in football and in other sports, but to get my education. And I went on to get a bachelor's degree in communications, and I later got a master's degree in education. And I've written 4 books, and every time I say that I laugh because I've never been the smartest guy in my class, but I've always been determined. I don't want to use our young men. To me, that's slavery. When you use somebody and get something from them, but you don't give them anything in return, that's just wrong. And so what we want to do is we want to push our guys on the field and in the classroom for one reason, for them to graduate from high school. That's our goal, that they will graduate from high school. So the first thing we do to make that happen is communication. We communicate with every one of our players. We call them in, sit down one-on-one. Matter of fact, the other day, one of our coaches did it with one of our linebackers. He sat him down, he put him through the Division I worksheet. And on this worksheet, you can see everything that he needs for his classes, everything that he has to have. Then we talk to him about the ACT. We make mandatory study hall for anyone below a 2.5 grade point average. We beg our teachers, but we don't have to beg because they're so willing. Our teachers come and help us with study hall. We bring in outside help that sometimes we actually pay to help us with study hall. What I've learned is to surround myself with people who are better than I am in certain areas. Every coach on our varsity staff has a college degree because I want that to be the example for our players. We express how we feel on social media. And what I mean by how we feel, those important things like education. We send that out on all those social media outlets, how important it is for our kids. My goal is that no player will be at Escambia and say, Coach, I couldn't get this done. I couldn't get that done. There should be no excuses. Right here in these cabinets behind me, we have paper in here. Over here, we got all our notebooks. We got notebooks here. You look in this drawer right here. We got a whole bunch of pens. And, in our other room, we have computers. We have a printer. We have everything they need. Think about a kid that at his house, he has to help take care of 2 or 3 of his brothers and sisters. And because of that, he can't get to Walmart to buy a poster board. Maybe he doesn't have transportation. We have poster boards here. He can't get to the internet, or he doesn't have internet at home. We have the internet here for him. He doesn't have a printer to print out 5 visual aids, and he doesn't have everything he needs to go down this rubric to do well in that class. Well, we have that all for him right here. We want to do everything in our power to make sure he graduates from high school. Last year on our freshman team, 81% of our team were level 1 and level 2 readers, according to the FCAT scores. That's horrible. What we have to do is change that, and that's what we're trying to do. Last year during the football season, our freshman players didn't lift 1 weight. They had me for weight training class. They didn't lift weights. We did study hall every single day. The reason we did study hall, because I'd rather them be weak and smart than strong and not so smart. And it worked. We had 6 wins and 1 loss. That's what everybody talks about, how many games you win, how many games you lose. Well, if they don't graduate high school, we've lost. If they don't get out of Pensacola, we've lost. If we don't help them become better young men, we've lost. When I was at Jefferson County High School, every senior signed on signing day, 100%. 100%. 100% of our players graduated from high school. And along with the help of our great staff, my wife as guidance counselor, and our great people we had at that school, we had the highest FCAT scores and graduation rate that they've had in the last 15 years. 15 years. When I was at Swanee High School, every valedictorian was a football player. Every single one of them. It was a priority for us to show that, you know what, I'm not a dumb jock. I play football, I'm good at it, and I'm also smart. I can shake somebody's hand, look them in the eye. I can wear a tie on Tie Thursday. I can carry myself with dignity. I can pull my pants up. That's what we're all about. And the only reason I wanted to make this video is because so many people have contacted us about the 18th sign on signing day. That was great. Our staff did a great job of getting that done and making that happen. The parents did a great job. Our administration, our counselors, our teachers, our deans, everyone is working together to make these things happen. But I just want to tell you the truth. I really don't care about winning football games. It's fleeting. Who won a state championship 3 years ago? No one knows. But if they don't graduate high school and they're walking up and down these streets, it'll break my heart. It should break your heart. I'm not trying to be oversensitive. I'm not trying to do anything malicious. I'm trying to let you hear my heart. And my heart it's hurting because of these stats. I'm telling you, if I had time to break down what these bar graphs mean, it would blow your mind. The dropout rate in the state of Florida is very, very high. A lot of young people are dropping out. I want to thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for listening to what we have to say. And I want to challenge parents. I want to challenge people everywhere to be good role models for these young people. And I don't care where you go to school. Graduate. That's what we want. Every year I read names at graduation. And it's the highlight of my year. I get to get on the stage with my cap and gown, and I get to read the names of some graduates here at Escambia High School. We start out with 600 freshmen. By the time they become seniors, it's less than 300. That's a travesty. Something must be done. There's an epidemic of failure. There's a celebration of mediocrity. It must change. I told our kids today in the weight room, the legacy that I want Willie Spears and his staff to have here is not winning football games. Our legacy is building young men who graduate from high school and who are great citizens in this great city and in this great country. It's a great time to be a Gator. Thank you so much for tuning into the Gator Nation. We're finna go in here now and watch some football film because they did hire us to coach football. Have a great day.